Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you some fragrances I'm completely obsessed with. I've got things from every category, from affordable to niche, and I can't wait to share them with you. I am in love with these fragrances. Like, I just can't get enough of them. They are my current obsessions. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird Wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. I wonder if I could do my eyebrows any more than this. Anyway, it would be great to have you part of the community, and let's get into this. I want to talk about a sample that I have that I am quickly using up. I absolutely love it. I got it from my new friend from Vancouver named Leah, and I was super pumped about it. Ginger Biscuit. I am in love with Ginger Biscuit. Now, the only problem with Ginger Biscuit from Jo Malone that I have is that every time I hear the word biscuit, because of that stupid Instagram / TikTok video that went out of some weird discount clothing store seemingly, and a woman playing a synthesizer, a guy playing a synthesizer, and they're singing, "Taste the biscuit, taste the honey sauce, taste the biscuit with the butter and the honey sauce." It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Every time I think of biscuit, I think of that. But this is the most delicious, perfect Christmas gourmand. It's basically a great gourmand anytime. It's not so strong. I've got it all over my nose now. It's not so strong that you couldn't wear it all year round, I don't think. But of course, because it's a gingerbread type feel, it suits the holidays. This is sweet. It smells like the crispy gingerbread thins that you can get at IKEA. I don't know if you remember them. I don't know if they still have them. I think they were called Annie's crisps or something like that. Smells kind of like that. Makes my mouth water. It's one of my happiest scent profiles. I just love this. If you have it, weigh in and tell what you think. The only thing that I have a gripe about with this is that it doesn't last long. So I have smelt the Dua version, and it's really freaking awesome. And it lasts way longer than the Jo Malone one. So that's another option. I think that one's longer lasting. I think Val has it. But anyway, so in love with this. So in love with this. And I love the bottle. I love everything about it. So like, I want the real thing, but I don't even know if you can still get it. Anyway, Ginger Biscuit. Totally obsessed. Now, another one that I am absolutely obsessed with is Eclair by Lattafa. I seriously can't get enough of this DNA. So it smells like lots of people critique the Bianco Latte, which is the original version. This is just kind of an inspired version, as being very synthetic. I would have to agree. I think it's quite a synthetic smelling vanilla. I think it smells like Rice Krispie treats, but it smells so happy. It smells happy and comforting and cozy and delicious, and I am in love with it. So I'm so glad I have this one. It's quite a powdery vanilla, total complete gourmand that I am just so digging for this time of year. Smells cozy, it smells sweet, it's a little bit playful. And I just think it's such a fun fragrance. Definitely one that you want to smell bundled up in. So whether you're going outside and bundled up, or sitting by the fire or watching TV, all cozy, this fragrance to me is such a great one. And it smells so edible that it's a great fragrance for like those cozy nights in. Awesome. Now, two fragrances from Juliana's Perfumes that I want to mention that I'm totally addicted to right now. I think it's the time of the year. The first one is London Fog. Now, London Fog is their inspired version of BDK's Gris Charnel, and I'm so in love with this. To me, this is like a delicious kind of almost smoky tea-like fragrance. It smells gray to me. I love the fact that they called it London Fog, because it almost reminds me of an Earl Grey tea. But the vibe that I get from this, I've said it before, is if you know, when you see like artsy food and they put smoke into a cloche and the smoke is kind of wisping around. So it doesn't necessarily smell like smoke. It could be fog. It has kind of a gray, wispy type feel. That's totally the vibe I get from this. I think it smells so classy and sophisticated. And what I love about this one is it lasts a long time. I think definitely the notes that I get the most in this would be the cardamom, the tea, definitely some iris, which like iris and me are just really pretty much best friends these days. So I'm so in love with iris. I just think this is such a sexy, sophisticated, grown-up fragrance. So whether it be on a guy or girl, totally unisex, it just smells very elegant and sophisticated to me, and I love it. There's a cozy factor in it, and as it warms up on the skin, it gets a little bit spicy, so in love with this. The other one that I'm totally in love with, and I think part of it is at this time of year, I really gravitate towards fragrances that have some cardamom, some spice, and so I am loving, like totally obsessed with Time for Romance, which is the inspired version of Minuit et Demi. Now, Minuit et Demi by Fragrance du Bois, gorgeous fragrance, doesn't last overly long. Same thing with BDK's Gris Charnel. Can't speak to the extrait version, but the original doesn't last that long. These last longer on the skin, in my opinion. I've worn Minuit et Demi, and it's just beautiful. So this has kind of a similar vibe with an opening of cardamom. So I get the opening of the cardamom, but then you start to get a little bit of that black coffee and caramel coming through with a little bit of a woody vanilla base. I love this. It's so sexy, but it stays a little bit closer to the skin so you don't feel like you're going va-va-voom and like bamming someone with your sexy fragrance. So I am so in love with this one and this one. Just FYI, Juliana's Perfumes is having a huge Black Friday sale starting on the 25th, and it's going to be 35 to 50% off. So some of your favorite fragrances, this would be the time to snap them up. So these two, definitely fantastic. They only do this sale once a year. They're already a great price, but they're going to be even better with 35 to 50% off starting on the 25th. So anyway, thought I'd mention that, but I am in love with these. The next ones I'm obsessed with is a combo, bizarrely, and it is Navitus Parfums Absolutio. Now this one has some apple, there's some toffee. It's got a bit of a Baccarat Rouge feel, but kind of Christmassy feeling somehow with some toffee in there and a little bit of spices, apple on the top. So really like this on its own, but I love combining it with Chabot's LAIT Biscuit, which smells just like golden Oreos to me. It smells like a super kind of vanilla sweet cookie vibe. I just love it. So I put this on first and I go pretty easy with this, and then I go in ham with this, and the combination is like, it'd be like a spiced cookie, spiced apple cookie. So not the same as a gingerbread cookie, because this has caramel, toffee, apple, that kind of thing, and has a Baccarat kind of vibe in there. But the combination of these just smells so edible and perfect for the Christmas season. So I am in love with it. I've got two more to share with you. First of all is a new one, and I am so freaking obsessed with this one, and it is Silver Saffron by Une Nuit Nomade. Oh my goodness. It's so dark, mysterious, like I imagine a woman, and she kind of talks like this. She may seem like a villain, but somewhere in that over-dramatic voice is the heart of an angel. This fragrance is so deep and sensual, and I can't even help but talk like this when I talk about it. Seriously, I wished I was an actress, but I think I would have overacted. But I do know that I would want to be the villain. I think I have a feeling like I'm meant to wear those weird turbans and have one of those long cigarettes, and my voice is kind of perfect for the villain that goes, oh, ha, 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 ha. I can't help myself. I love it. But at the same time, I want to be Snow White. Maybe I could do some movie that was like a Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde, and I'd be the character and I could play both. That would be the ultimate role for me. So I probably shouldn't include this even because it's so new. So how can I be obsessed with it? But I don't know about you, but when I get a new fragrance that I'm in love with, I can't stop with it. So this is one of them. It has saffron, raspberry, myrrh, iris, and papyrus. And I get the iris, I get the raspberry, so it's just beautiful. But I also get that saffron. It comes across a little bit leathery. I get a balsamic quality, and it almost smells as if there was rose in it. So if I were to compare it to a fragrance, first of all, I don't think it smells like anything that I've smelled before, but it is in the same sort of family somehow to me as something like an oud satin mood. So it's in that same kind of dark, mysterious rose category, certainly unisex. I love the iris in this mixed with the raspberry. So gorgeous. This is, to me, the way a mystery would smell. Like if you could make a genre of books or movies, a smell, it would be this. It smells like a mystery, like a murder mystery. Oh, it smells so good. It's so awesome. Really long lasting. You get that raspberry that feels a little bit playful, but it never gets very candy-like. It stays mysterious with that iris and myrrh and saffron. So gorgeous. Slightly leathery, like there is a leathery vibe in here, but to me that comes across almost more like an oudy / leather / resin feel. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And I'm in love with this bottle. It looks opaque, but it's actually see-through. So it's this dark blue. Anyway, so beautiful. Love it. Ophidian Black Cherry. I just love this. I love the cherry rose oud tobacco feel. It feels a little bit boozy. The cherry's a little bit brighter, but I just think it's so spectacular. I love the booziness. That cherry just smells boozy to me. The longer I'm having it, the more I feel like it's kind of in the same genre as the Tom Ford Lost Cherry fragrances. So I think some people say that this is similar to Love Fest Burning Cherry. Yes, I can see that, but the cherry's a slightly brighter cherry, I think. But it's still one of those really gorgeous luxe smelling cherry fragrances that's affordable. So for that reason, I'm totally obsessed with it. If you want that DNA, with that bright cherry, Kahila Luxe is similar, but it doesn't have the cherry in it the same way that this one does. This one, the cherry is prominent and stays prominent for the wear of the fragrance. It supposedly has raspberry. To me, that's the cherriest raspberry I've ever smelled, but it's got praline, it's got rose, so it's that typical cherry, rose, oudy feeling fragrance. And this does have the Palo Santo in it, so I'm pretty sure it's trying to be like the Love Fest Burning Cherry. Longevity is excellent on this. You can't really go wrong, and I'm obsessed. And that is it. Those are the fragrances that I'm completely obsessed about right now. What about you? What are your total obsessions right now? Please leave them in the comments. My obsessions change on the daily, I swear. But right now, these are the ones that I can't get enough of, especially heading into the holiday season. Just in love with them. Leave yours listed down below. As per usual, all these fragrances will be linked down below. And just a reminder about that sale of Jeulia perfumes coming up on the 25th. All the details for that will be linked down below as well. And have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.